An autopsy will take place tomorrow for former Boone County prosecutor Dan Knight. Thanks for being with us tonight at 5. I'm Deborah Kendrick. Now, we've been covering his death all weekend since news broke on Saturday. ABC 17 News anchor Lucas Geisler has followed this story for us all weekend long. And Lucas, police have not yet said how Knight died.
Deborah, the autopsy from the Boone Callaway Medical Examiner's Office will help with that determination. Chief Jeff Jones would not say on Saturday just how Knight died, but only saying that officers got called to his South Columbia home that morning for a gunshot victim. Lab reports from an autopsy, like tests for drugs or alcohol, could take several weeks to come back. Here's what Jones told us on Saturday when I asked how long these next steps might take.
And then we'll work together to come to some conclusion, and those would be the next steps. I don't see it taking a terribly long time, but sometimes lab reports and things like that aren't the most timely.
Talking about working together with the medical examiner's office there. Now, Chief Jones does not believe there was any foul play involved in Knight's death. Now, ABC 17's Hannah Falcon looked into what the next steps are for the prosecutor's office to fill Knight's position. Hannah, the governor can appoint someone to be Boone County's prosecuting attorney.
Lucas, the governor's office tells me there's no certain timeline for when a new prosecuting attorney will be appointed, as it's still processing the news, but the court did appoint an interim prosecuting attorney this weekend.
There is going to be court, and there are decisions that have to be made on charging.
After Boone County prosecuting attorney Dan Knight's sudden death, the county court had to fill his position to keep operating. Local attorney Bill Tackett tells me whoever fills Knight's shoes has to be skilled enough to make calls on criminal charges and cases.
That cannot just be handed off to anybody. It has to be a specific person that's capable of making those decisions.
Top assistant prosecuting attorney Nick Komorowski was sworn in this weekend as interim prosecuting attorney until an elected official takes over, which is the end of this year.
It has to be somebody that has been involved in prosecution, probably a member of the governor's own party.
Knight's term as prosecuting attorney was coming to an end as he announced he would not be running for re-election this November. Only one candidate has filed for the position, Knight's former assistant, Roger Johnson. Tackett says it would be hard for an appointed prosecutor to take over.
Who'd want to put their law career in a drawer for 6 months and walk into a prosecutor's office that's in full gear? That's a tough shot, tough call.
And Lucas, Johnson is a Democrat, so Tackett does speculate that the governor would appoint a Republican instead. Reporting live from Columbia, I'm Hannah Falcon, ABC 17 News.
All right, Hannah, thank you. Now, Columbia Police has not released any new information as it's an ongoing investigation.